afternoon. We are seeing conditions that are once again pretty quiet. We've got the clear skies. If you don't mind the wildfire smoke still hanging around, you can still see that haze, and temperatures on the way up in Fargo, parts of the south as well, thanks to being on the warm side of that cold front moving through. So we want to talk about that wildfire smoke still. It's still impacting us in the valley and will probably be hanging around into the weekend as well. And here's a look at our forecast here. The smoke is starting up in northern Alberta. That's where those wildfires are raging. And the upper air, the upper atmosphere, the air is moving in such a way that it's bringing it our direction. So it's kind of heading south and then moving east from there and dropping into the valley. So as we look at this over time, we're going to expect to see some plumes of that smoke move through. So at times it gets better and then we see another one move in. This is 3 o'clock. Tomorrow you can see a couple more areas of green indicating that smoke, and this carries over into Sunday and early Monday. So as long as the pattern stays the same this weekend, we're not really looking at much change. Though with that cold front sweeping through, that might help to clear us out a little bit here today. But here's a look at what we've got going on right now over the last hour or two. So we've got cloud cover on our visible satellite map here. That's the brighter white areas here. There's Winnipeg and there's Fargo. It's this more faint area of gray showing up here right along the Canadian border where we have a plume of smoke there. So that's going to continue just kind of slowly dropping south and east. We'll zoom in a little bit more here. You can see there are some clouds too over by Lake of the Woods, but we're also dealing with a little more smoke here to the south. Here's a look at our visibility. We're looking good at the surface at least, but we're dealing with that haze. And here's a look at our temperatures. Again, warmer south, colder north. That cooler air just slowly going to pull its way into the valley here. So those of us in the southern valley, some of us already seeing some low 80s. It's 81 in Gwinner, Park Rapids, Wadena there, and Fargo. Just a little cooler farther north at 71, and then further north from there we're into the 50s and 60s. So a big range of temperatures. And winds are stronger up north behind this front. We're looking at winds gusting into the 30s in some spots with steady speeds in the teens and 20s. So through the afternoon, that cool air just kind of continues to make its way very slowly south. So during that warmest time of day, we're looking at our warmest temperatures down in the south. And as we head into this evening, most of us staying dry with the passage of this area of cool air as it arrives, but on that leading edge, as it advances farther south, we could see some rain and thunderstorms develop in our very southern viewing area. And some of those could produce a little hail or wind, but mostly this is going to miss us. I think most of us for your Friday evening, we're looking at a pretty nice quiet night. And into tomorrow morning, still a little breezy, but we're starting off the day on a nice quiet note. Better sleeping weather too, with 40s and 50s. And perhaps some more of those pretty sunrises and sunsets we've been seeing with, I guess that's the upside of the wildfire smoke, though I think most of us would rather it not be here. And heading into next week, we warm things back up, but this weekend looks beautiful. 60s to some low 70s coming up for Saturday and Sunday. And as we head into next week, those 80s return. And our next chance for storms really isn't until Tuesday, so dry too.
And at least we're giving the air conditioner a break. I think a lot of people switched them on for the first time yesterday.
I know I did, and I was glad that it was working.
And that we won't need to use them for the next 2 days, hopefully.
Exactly.
All right, thank you, Lisa.